You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more.
Mere fees from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay. Cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break your feet.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's Milton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They run over center with Benson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Open man here is Benson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down and 4. Milton. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To throw is Milton. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Milton. And Watson has it right side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it. Here's Benson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Richardson off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Milton now to throw. And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Now this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Benson. And some room to roam now. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Milton. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Milton. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Back to throw. Milton. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons' offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This ball down the field for Pitts. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another run here with Benson. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Back to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Richardson to throw off play action. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Richardson looking to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Ray McCloud. Here's McCloud on the return. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Milton toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Milton. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got the 1st down and more. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete to Likely. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Not only was that a nice run, it's got to be a little bit of a confidence booster as they head towards the end of the first half.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Second and 1. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Right side, there's Likely with it. Touchdown, Saints! Isaiah Likely from a yard out, and the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Eluding the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now, he's got him in, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. And Xavier Worthy, 84 yards. And the Falcons Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 7. Looking to throw. Milton. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. A handoff here to Benson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll indeed take a knee. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 3. He's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Milton. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Isaiah Likely in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Richardson. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A give. Here comes Benson. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A give left side for Benson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On the give, it's Benson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Milton. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing is Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. To throw is Milton. That's to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Here's Milton now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Anthony Walker, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Milton. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Milton. Finds his receiver, Watson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on, set.
On the option left, Richardson. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Richardson. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. McLeod to return it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Benson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 7. This is Benson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcon 16. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Milton. Open man here is Benson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Trey Benson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Falcons 21. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Richardson off the play fake.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Tight. 19 tight.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Benson.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Benson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
One last shot for Richardson. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they